the real reason TikTok wants to be Amazon. For years, TikTok was dismissed as a place for dancing teenagers and viral memes, but behind the endless scroll of short clips lies something far more ambitious, a new kind of commerce machine. TikTok is no longer just a social network. It's becoming a marketplace, a sales funnel, and potentially the most powerful retail platform in the world. Unlike Amazon, where you search for something you already know you need, TikTok convinces you that you want something before you've even thought about it. With TikTok Shop, the app has collapsed the entire buying process into a seamless loop. You watch, you get persuaded, you buy, you pay, and the package is on its way, all without leaving the platform. Entertainment and consumption have fused into one. What makes TikTok especially powerful is that it doesn't just turn users into buyers. It turns them into sellers too. Through its affiliate program, anyone with a few thousand followers can recommend products and earn a commission. Stories of ordinary Americans making tens of thousands of dollars in just a few months are no longer rare. For many, TikTok has quietly become a side hustle or even a full-time job. It's not just an app anymore. It's an economic ecosystem. This shift is fueled by one of TikTok's greatest weapons, its recommendation engine. Amazon's strength is search. TikTok's is discovery. You go to Amazon knowing what you want. On TikTok, you're convinced to want things you never imagined. The algorithm reads not just your clicks, but your pauses, your replays, the emotions on your face. It doesn't simply predict what you'll like, it shapes how you'll feel. And wrapped in the joy of a funny video or a heartfelt story, you barely notice you've been sold to. But algorithms alone don't deliver packages. To compete with Amazon, TikTok has begun building its own logistics network. In Southeast Asia, it already runs fulfillment centers and shipping services. In the United States, warehouses and delivery partnerships are being quietly put in place. The company is retracing Amazon's footsteps, but at a much faster pace, armed with the lessons of the past. The vision is clear. TikTok doesn't just want to be an app. It wants to be a super app, the kind that already dominates life in China through platforms like WeChat and Taobao. In that future, TikTok isn't one tool among many. It's where you laugh, shop, work, pay, and connect. The app becomes less a platform and more a digital operating system for daily life. And that puts it directly on a collision course with Amazon. The e-commerce giant has already tried to fight back. It launched Inspire, its own TikTok-style feature, which quickly failed. It experimented with Project Handshake, a partnership with TikTok, Meta, and Snap, to sell products directly through social feeds. At one point, Amazon even floated the idea of buying TikTok outright. Because Amazon understands that whoever owns the journey from inspiration to delivery will own the future of shopping. But there's a twist: politics. In the US, TikTok's explosive growth has been shadowed by national security concerns. Congress passed legislation forcing ByteDance to sell TikTok's US operations or face a ban. The administration has repeatedly delayed the deadline, creating space for negotiations, and for American companies like Oracle and Amazon to step in as potential buyers. This isn't just about markets. It's about control of data, cultural influence, and the habits of an entire generation. For everyday Americans, the idea of losing TikTok sparked anger and grief. Only about one-third support a ban, and mostly among older non-users. For millions of young creators and small businesses, TikTok isn't just entertainment. It's their livelihood. Hashtags like #DarkSaveTikTok flooded social media, with influencers warning they could lose 80% of their income overnight. Users described it as losing a community, or even part of their identity. TikTok is no longer just technology. For many, it's life. The bigger picture is this. The battle between TikTok and Amazon is about far more than who sells more products. It's about algorithms, logistics, and geopolitics. The future of commerce belongs to the platform that can not only predict what you'll want, but place it on your doorstep before you even search for it. TikTok is already doing that. And Amazon? It's watching, adapting, and fighting to stay relevant. The question is no longer whether TikTok wants to be Amazon. It's whether Amazon, and perhaps even America, can stop TikTok from becoming something much bigger.